Hey guys, in this video we are going to take a look at how to install LineageOS 16 on your Galaxy J7 2016 based on Android Pie and with the latest security patches. So without wasting more time, let's start. Okay guys, finally we have a working build for our LineageOS 16 and you can see it's like almost stable. Like you cannot call it fully stable, but yes, almost stable. And sorry for this focusing issue guys, I don't know what's wrong with my Galaxy Z. But still yes, like the exposure and focusing is not at all proper on my device. So if you have seen my last video also, but yeah, I will like next time I will try to use the Poco F1 camera. So never mind, let's just begin. So you can see into Android version it says 9. Okay, this is getting really shit guys. Okay, Android version 9, LineageOS 16, LineageOS 16.0, and this is a 10 March build, and the new build will be out soon. But yeah, just get this fun, like you can dirty flash that later. But this is the first initial build. Like I didn't review it because I didn't know, but I saw it on XDA channel, so that's great. So you can see this is Android Pie, like the LineageOS Easter egg, and this is the Pie Easter egg, your normal one. And you can see we have the like latest Pie base, so we get this new animation here. The March 5 security badge and vendor security badge unknown because we don't have a treble device, so there's no use for that. Kernel version 3.18.136, and we get this okay, this is a normal kernel, not the ASP Oxygen kernel, so you can flash that if you want for great performance. As you can see guys, we get a new trebuchet launcher. Okay, again the issue, never mind. Into home settings you can see we have all of it and all of the like LineageOS trebuchet like launcher settings. So you can see icon settings, draw settings, and this home screen. Then we get all of these LineageOS apps, and you can see like no else bloatware is here. Also audio effects is there, but I don't know if it works or not on our device because it is device specific and we have Exynos device, so like there are really less chances, but you can try it with your earphones. Then you can see the new notification panel, and the quick settings looks really nice on our the AMOLED devices, and I'm using the black theme, so it looks really awesome. You can change it into display. So we'll just take a quick look at the settings here. Also you can see the new UI, like this is actually white but I'm using a black theme. You can see you get a search bar, search icon, everything like well resembled. Then we have the battery, you can see the new battery icon, like the battery UI is also really great. It tells us all of the information about the battery. Going to display, you can see we get live display feature, and like guys, live display is working. As you can see, live display is working fine, so that's really awesome guys. And my Galaxy S doesn't have live display working, but yeah, that's a like huge device difference, and we have a great Exynos processor supporting USB, so that's good. We also have a reading mode working. As you can see, everything is turned into grayscale. Then we have color calibration, which you can do it like if it's on everyone else. Then you can see style dark and dark mode black, so if you want AMOLED black. Then we have accent color. These are the accent colors found, not all from the user, like those who like the user requested accents are not found here. Then we have sleep, font size, display size, everything. Tap to sleep, wake on plug. Double tap to wake doesn't work. It only works if you have AOD enabled, so yeah. Then we have sound, you're all like normal stuff. You can see there's no link notification, and that link notification ring volume, so that will be same. Then digital well-being, and yes, with the new AMOLED theme you can see like the dark theme support, so it looks really nice. Like on AMOLED you always should use the AMOLED dark black thing. And yes, just your normal stuff. Into system we have this buttons, so you can also enable navbar guys if you want, and we have an option for that. We don't need to go into recovery or again. Then into gestures we have swipe up on home button as soon as we get this, so you can see. And your normal navigation bar buttons are disabled, but the home button still works because it is a hardware button and we cannot disable it through like something like that. But yeah, like the gesture works really normal, the USB gesture. And guys, for the camera you can see the camera also works fine. So let's click a picture. You can see this, like telling you guys. Clicks a picture, shoots a video. That's all basic you want for your Galaxy J7 2016. And yes, it shoots nicely. So yeah, like there will be quality differences because the Samsung one is like better optimized. Now the ASP camera is normal, and you also cannot install the Google camera. So yeah, that is a side effect, like not side effect, that's a down point for it. But yeah, like that's it all for this first build. And now we are going to move to the like almost whatever I input in the title, which is the installation. So yeah, let's start with the installation. Yeah, let's start. So you have to power off your device first, and if you have advanced power menu, like you know how to do it, just boot into recovery. So after powering off the device, you have to like press the volume up, home button and the power button. And this method is only for Galaxy J7 2016 guys, J7 10X devices. So it was J7 10F, GM, MN, FN, F or whatever the device is. Start. Now I'm using this SHRP recovery, and if you are also willing to install it on your J7 2016, I have this useful video for you, so you can just go through and easily install the Skyhawk recovery, which is a really cool material design recovery for our Galaxy J7. Go to wipe, like go to advanced wipe, Dalvik system data. If you are on TWRP, just follow the same stuff, just the design is different, other things like otherwise the method is same. But yes, this recovery is cool, like everyone have to install. So then you have LineageOS 16, add zip, like you have add zip option, then open GApps, done, like you have that, or done okay option or done option, whatever in TWRP. And you can see it's flashing, so let this get over and I will just continue with the video. And guys, the installation has been done. Just press OK, and this is the recovery. Like it doesn't have a reboot option after that installation, so you have to manually reboot. And if you're on TWRP, you will get the reboot system option, so just press that. It's the old logo guys, Oreo Sama, because I installed the One UI port and choose this logo. But you will get this, yes, the LineageOS boot animation, and it will boot like in a minute or so. So yep guys, that's it for the LineageOS installation and a quick review for our Galaxy J7 2016. So if you guys really like this video, press the like button. If not, dislike button. As always, please do subscribe to my channel. Also press the bell icon if you really wanted to like check some new videos on this device and also other of my devices. And guys, also subscribe, follow me on Instagram to check recent post. I always keep posting there, like sometimes I miss, but yeah, I always keep trying to post there. And yeah, that's it. Just bye bye. I'll see you guys in the next video.